Welcome back to another extra time football video, and France just wiped the floor with Sweden. Not much to say on this game. I don't want to spend too much on this video covering them because there really isn't too much to discuss in this one. France walked their way through this game. Sweden, it would have been better if they didn't even present themselves. They never put up any fight in this game. There was no grit to them. France comfortably walk away 3-0. Mbappe gets a brace, and what a way to get another brace and keep fighting for that for that golden boot right there. Holland scored earlier today, so he did break a little separation by going to 5. Messi was at 6. Mbappe, another brace, ties Messi back up at 6. The race is on. I know we're going to have a tough battle going through to the next round with the golden boot race. At this point, if your nation's not making it far, or you don't think that there's point to supporting that, at least you can watch this with excitement. The golden boot race is good to watch. But let's dig a little bit into the France versus Sweden game. Overall, a great game from all the French players. Mbappe, absolute stud, absolute star. You know what his game is. You know how talented he is. He'll take on teams by himself, and he's the type of player that can make things happen on his own. Even if you get rid of his teammates and you leave him on his own, he's the type of guy that'll win you games. Gets 2 great goals today, 2 great assists too from Michael Olise. Great way, great vision too of finding your star players to make plays. As long as you have a great creator behind them and you know how to find them, you're going to get the ball to the right players and they're going to do their job. They're going to put the ball in the back of the net. Something Mbappe does really well. Dembele, unfortunate not to get on the score sheet today. He did have an assist, but he had a shot that I believe Michael Olise does this over-the-head kick, goes to the crossbar, comes to Dembele. Clear as day, doesn't have any defenders on him. He could have stopped it. He could have finished a little bit better, but hits it one time with his left foot right there. Doesn't even stop it and just skies it a little bit over the far post. So he could have done a little bit better defining that play, but unfortunate for him not to get on the score sheet. But again, not too unfortunate. They still walked away with an easy win in my eyes through this game. Chouameni and Rabiot, great way of dictating the midfield and controlling the game. Koundé, Upamecano, Saliba, Digne, all great in defense. If the Swedes were ever able to get into that line, they were doing a great job getting the clearance. The French keeper had 2 great saves early on, but that was really all that he had to do. There was nothing more to him for the rest of the game. Oh no, that's a lie. Gyökeres had a shot, but the game was already 3-0 up at that point when Gyökeres gets a shot off. Goes kind of straight at him, so still an easy save, but a save nonetheless. Really the only standout player for Sweden, their keeper. I believe it's Zetterstrom, if I'm pronouncing that right, but he's the only real standout. If it wasn't for him, this game would have been 5, 6, 7-0. Like, really, it was just him and 10 other guys. Like, the reason this game is only 3-0 is because he did such an amazing job in goal. But congrats to France. Unfortunate for the Swedes to go out that way. Very, very sad way to go out. You guys didn't show any fight. Even in the game against the Dutch, you guys didn't show any fight. Your win against Tunisia, it was a very weakened side. So looking back and looking now to seeing what happened in Tunisia in the group stages, your win looks even less impressive now. So I'm sorry that I was swayed away in the moment with my recency bias and even possibly trying to change my perspective on you guys going into a deeper stage in the World Cup. You guys just gave false hope. There was nothing to you, even in the Japan game, nothing to you guys. So unfortunate for you guys to go out, but not, it's deserved. There was no fight in you, no game. So I saw the players at the end. They had no desire to even try to fight for the ball. They were walking at certain points where the game was still within reach, and they were making no attempts. The game was 1-0, 2-0 down, and France looked like the more urgent team. France was playing with more urgency with the 1-0 scoreline and with the 2-0 scoreline. France looked like they were the ones that were trying to find more goals. So congrats to France. Again, they're one of the favorites for a reason. Let's see how far they can make it. Embarrassing way to go out from Sweden. Nothing more to say for that. And that's going to do it for this one. If you did enjoy the content and you are still enjoying it, I would really appreciate it if you can like and subscribe, as that really does mean a lot to the channel. And hopefully I get to catch you again soon on the next one.